All right, great evening, everyone. Wes here with my man Batman. Welcome to our first show live. We're doing, as you can see, we're live. We're doing it live, and the reason for that, before we even jump in, is we wanted to make a commitment to the followers. We would be the first to say that last year we were playing around and trying to get things done and make it look right, and it has to be polished and it has to be perfected. And we realize that perfection is the enemy of progress. Perfection is the enemy of progress. So what we're gonna do, like true entrepreneurs, is we're gonna build this plane as we fly. We got duct tape, we got clamps, and we're just gonna build this plane as we fly. In order for the universe to respond, you need to give it something to respond to. So hence, we are here live. This is we're just gonna flow, and this is gonna be a light show. This show is kind of gonna be a recap from Q4, as well as setting the flame on fire right now, letting you know our commitment is the minimum. The minimum we're gonna give you guys is one video per month. Per week. One video per week, and that's the minimum. So that's going to be the floor, and we're going to build by that. Some of the videos are going to be myself and Batman. Some of the videos are going to be Batman by himself. Some of them are going to be us together. But our commitment to you, so that you guys know that we're serious. We can't ask you to take us seriously if we don't value your time. Our commitment to you, we value your time and we value your support, and we're going to show that not by talking about it, but by doing it. So here it is on today, January 19th. 2025, we said it. And more importantly about doing it live is because we believe accountability is love. We don't see accountability as, why you picking on me. No, accountability is love. And I love Batman. Batman loves me. And my commitment to him is that, hey, I am going to give you a video one per week. It doesn't matter if we're traveling. I'll pick it up on my phone. If I'm out of town, if I'm out of the country, you guys are going to get a video, the minimum one video a week. Between two of us, that's easy to do. All right. So welcome. Happy late New Year, Mr. Batman. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, another year, man. I'm thankful to be as the old people say, above ground, man. Blessings, brother.
Yeah, man. Listen, you and I talked off camera about embracing the ebbs and flows of life, because out of true transparency, the way my 2024 ended is not the way it started.
Oh man, definitely. Same here, man.
And to someone who is not a seasoned entrepreneur, myself, I've been on Soraya's 19. So I've been an entrepreneur for 23 years, so almost quarter of a century. Someone like me, I'm used to the ebbs and flows. It's like, this is the entrepreneurial roller coaster.
Right.
Someone who is not, someone who just jumped in right after COVID, if they experience what you and I experienced, they'll be like running.
Yeah.
What can you add to someone who's thinking about joining on the entrepreneurial roller coaster? What can you tell them about how important it is to know that first, there will be ebbs and flows, but you have to continue moving forward?
Well, like they said, the entrepreneurship, I think the first analogy of what a first entrepreneur mindset have to be is it's pretty much like the chicken that took a chance across the street, right?
Yeah.
So entrepreneurship is about risk takers. So you pretty much have to take that chance. You have to be brave enough. Mm-hmm. And so it's not meant for everybody. Being an entrepreneur is not somebody who's used to filling out an application where they're waiting for the check on Friday and stuff. You have to, you pretty much have to take that chance, and you have to be strong enough, like you said, to more or less handle the ups and downs. And even though and stuff, the human factor still comes into it, with the emotions, you have to stay on top of it because, like pretty much like you just illustrated, to be able to ride the wave. You know what I mean? And then, you pretty much, have to understand and stuff that being entrepreneurship gives you a lot of freedom, But with that freedom come responsibility. You know what I mean? You could take off when you want to, but then you got to know that, you know, tomorrow you got to work twice as hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What you think about that?
Well, you know what jumped out to me while you were talking when you said about the waves is, man, I heard this wonderful, this, I listen to a lot of content. So I these are not my words, but I can't give the person who said it the credit or the recognition because I don't remember, because I consume so much content during the day, but it's not mine. So what he said is that, like the ocean is all powerful and you cannot defeat the ocean.
Right.
If you go in the ocean and you swim against the current, you're gonna lose. So we lost Batman, but I'm gonna continue. So if you go against the current, you're gonna lose. You swim against the current. However, option two, there we go. Yeah, I lost you for a second. So I was saying, Batman, I was saying that, like the ocean, if you swim against the current, you're gonna lose. You can't beat the ocean. Option two is, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Option two is, if you swim with the current, you're going in the wrong direction because you want to go this way.
Right.
The option is to learn to surf. I was like, when I heard that, I was like, that's gangster.
Right.
Surfing is the perfect balance in knowing you cannot beat the ocean. You ain't strong enough. The ocean is undefeated, by the way. Ain't nobody ever beat the ocean.
Right.
And if you're going this way and the current is going this way, you can't go this way. You're going to go against it. If you learn to surf, you can encompass the strength of the ocean. However, on an angle, surf in the direction you want to go.
Right.
I was like, I like that. I like that concept.
Well, when it comes to surfing, I guess you could kind of bring that down to say, pretty much, you know, surfing tells you're riding the waves. You have to ride the waves, right? So that's what I got from it. And so when you're talking about you can't go against it, you know, you can't go underneath it, is undefeated and stuff. So more or less the stuff, the way you have to stay on top of it is ride the waves. And sometimes when the waves pick up, you know, you're riding and stuff. And then you have to understand it's going to slow down a little bit. But as long as you're not going against it, you pretty much have to have that mindset. I think that's what I got from that.
Hey, gems are gems. I think the most important thing to always remember, even when the ocean is calm, the ocean is always there. And if not right now, more waves are coming. You have to know that the ocean will never stop giving you waves. They're coming.
Right, definitely. Mother Nature is it's definitely ongoing and stuff. So therefore, you know, the waves of the ocean is going to pick up, whether it's, you know, the different forces and stuff that actually make it move. You know what I mean? Whether it's high tide somewhere else and the whole movements, but it all circles around the way you're at and stuff. So when the wind picks up, hopefully, I mean, you know, for you to be in position, opportunity knocks. As long as you're sitting on yourself, you know, you're bored as you're riding the wave, so to speak. Then of course and stuff, you're ready for another ride.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Nice. So here we are on the eve of the inauguration of President-elect, second term of President-elect Donald Trump. Man, there's a lot of heat. If you're not familiar with it, a lot of the rappers now are getting a lot of slack, and I want to play two of the rappers. So from what I understand so far, we have Soulja Boy, we have Snoop, we have Nelly, and I think now Rick Ross has been added. So I want to play a little bit of Soulja Boy and a little bit of Nelly, and we're gonna come back and chop it up.
Okay.
Let's be sure that you can hear it. Let me know if you can hear this, Batman.
No, I'm not hearing it.
Hold on for a second. That's why we said we're gonna build this thing as we fly. No worries. It's all good. We're gonna be sure the all right, let me kill that. Remove from stage. Let's add that again. Delete. All right, no worries. We're gonna hey, this is a perfect one-on-one class in entrepreneurship. Yeah, sometimes you just go right with it. Be sure, boom. All right, there should be a tab that says window. No, it's not letting me share my audio. Why is that? All right, hold on. Let's see if I'm bring this over here. Why is it not letting me share my audio? Hold on. Yeah, so I see that to share audio, share a tab instead. All right. Well, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see if you got to be logged in to Facebook to share this. All right, cool. We good. So let's share this again. Boom. Okay, but I do that. Not letting me share the audio. You don't hear the audio, right? Do you?
I'm seeing the video, but I'm not hearing the audio.
Yeah. It's let me try that one more time. Boom. No worries. Boom. Don't show these tips. Okay, to share an entire screen. Boom. Yeah, the audio thing is grayed out. I don't know. To share audio, share a tab instead. All right, let's see tabs. All right, hold on. Let's see. All right, there we go. There we go. See, ladies and gentlemen, you don't give up. You build the plane as you go.
Party. Get Kamala call my.
Can you hear it, Ant?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, cool.
Phone. Did Obama call my motherfucking phone? Did any of you call my motherfucking phone? Oh God, fuck you, man. I do what the fuck I want. Don't call my phone. It wasn't even a Trump event. Trump wasn't even there. Y'all so worried about he performed, him, Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross. Kamala, you ain't even win. Obama, you ain't called my fucking phone. I'll suck my dick, nigga. Y'all want me to not answer the phone of the fucking president? Get the president of the motherfucking United States. Trump wasn't even there. It wasn't even a Trump event. It was the crypto bar for crypto. Y'all can suck my dick.
All right, cool. Let's hear what Nelly has to say. It's loading still. There we go. Can you hear this?
For
Bat,
the scholarship.
Bat, can you still hear it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, okay, this is at 1 minute and then at 4 minutes. All right.
Argument. He's the president. Follow what I do. This shouldn't even be an argument. He's the president. He won. This isn't a campaign. This isn't an RNC. I'm not out on the political campaign. I didn't get none of that 1.5. You see what I'm saying? Like to try to help somebody get voted.
Kamala didn't invite you to
No. She didn't invite me.
She didn't invite me either, man. I was gonna do all at home.
Like so, but I don't knock the ones that did. I don't knock the brothers and sisters that benefited from it. I don't knock the correspondents that may have gotten money to do that. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's an honor. I respect the office. It don't matter who is in office. The same way that our men and women, our brothers and sisters who protect this country have to go to war and have to put their life on the line for whoever in office. So if they can put their life on the line for whoever in office, I can damn sure perform for whoever. Ain't got some fucked up ways. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's why I'm not telling you who to vote for. But what I'm saying is that he's the president of the United States. He's not the candidate for the United States. He's the president.
Enough said. Enough said. Hey, there's a lot to unpack right there, especially someone like you, who is a vet. I'm an ROTC vet, so I'm like a vet light. And Boy Scouts count, so I'm a vet light, but I haven't done the heavy lifting like you. So you're a vet, and Nelly made an interesting point. Here's what jumps out to me though. In the campaign, when the Beyoncés, the Sexy Reds, the Eminem, on the campaign, when they were getting their checks, they were getting paid to support where we thought was organic support. It wasn't. They were, and again, I don't have a dog in the fight. You vote your interests. I'm not pro-Republicans. I'm not pro-Democrat. I want to be very clear. I think you as a father, the head of your household, vote your interests. Whatever is the best interest for you and your family, do that. So, but my pushback is when the Sexy Reds and the Beyoncés, when the Eminems, when all of the black comedians, the Steve Harveys, when they were all the Roland Martins, when they were all getting their check, because after the SEC came out, they realized it displayed how much the Kamala campaign was paying these celebrities. So once that came out, I didn't feel or I didn't hear the pushback as much as, oh, now these rappers are going to perform for Trump. Nelly made an interesting point. He said, look, once you're in the military, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, it don't matter. You support the president and that seal. Nelly is like, look, he is not the elect president, the candidate for presidency. I'm performing for the president-elect. He is the president. And the president is his campaign, his team is paying me. It's an honor. And I was like, he has some sense. It has some weight, some truth here. How do you feel about that? Because again, you served maybe under a president that you were not happy of, but you still served.
Well, sometimes we have to give a professional opinion, and then sometimes we can get it mixed up by giving a biased emotional opinion, right? And so sometimes, like when it comes to what he just said and stuff, what jumps out at me, it was more or less the stuff he was saying and stuff that he as an entertainer. But first of all, let me see. I want to back up a little bit. Look at who we are. Look at who we are taking advice from. Entertainers. Mm-hmm. And to each his own. So whatever your profession is, but I don't think that some of these people should be looked upon as life coaches. They're here to entertain.
Well, in this case, that's all he's there to do is perform.
Yeah, entertain.
Yeah. So right? that's how I kind of more agree, because Nelly is being hired purely as an entertainer. He's entertainment.
Right.
Yeah, not as a public speaker. No. He is an entertainer. The difference with the Democrats was entertainers were being positioned as the leaders of the black community.
Exactly.
That's not how Nelly is. Nelly, Snoop, they're being like, look, here's a check. What's your supply and demand? What is your service? You rap. Here's the mic. Here's your check. That's all we want you to do.
Right. And I mean, it's like and that's what pretty much we should, pretty much leave it as, right? As in your profession or my profession, if someone paid me to perform my function of what my business is, like take a load over here, or I'm in trucking. So, if someone was to pay me to bring a load of freight for this person over here, I should not let my personal view of that person interfere with my livelihood. This is what I do every day. But so the thing about it is, but I wouldn't take that entertainer advice as my life coach or to say he's a speaker for me. Right. So, so that's what we should kind of, we should get our personal feelings out of it. You know what I mean? Do we want to support our own? Yes. I mean, we're not against the other person, but we are pro for who we want. Unfortunately, that person didn't win. Yeah. Was it some things that we could have done that could have been better as far as the person what our team should have done? Maybe so. I mean, so that's another conversation on what we thought that they should have done. But this person won now, and this person is hiring other people. As much as we might not like it personally, but those guys, they don't speak for me. They don't hold the values of who I am, or like, for example, that young boy, Soldier Boy. I mean, it might seem like, wow, this is how far we've come, and this is what the people who have fought for us, the civil rights movement and all that, and this is, it kind of looked like they're pretty much slapping our ancestors in their face, so to speak.
When you say they, what do you mean they?
These the entertainers, right? Because we want them to be
how so?
Because a part of us want them to be down for the cause and have nothing to do with the other party. But now it looked like we're celebrating the other party. It looked like they're celebrating the other party, and that's who they wanted to win. But we have to, we have to go back to the first sentence. They're entertainers, and that's what they're being paid to do.
Do you feel that same way when they were campaigning? Do you feel the celebrities? I mean, bigger celebrities than Nelly, like the Beyoncés, the Megan Thee Stallion. Do you feel the same way about them in the campaign?
Well, at the time when I saw it, I thought they were organically.
I was too, because all my life I thought it was organic until the FCC came out and be like, no, these people were paid.
Yeah,
so here it is. If you go back and I don't care how I don't know how our viewers feel about Candace Owens, but I went back and I looked at a Candace Owens interview or a dissection of Beyonce, and she was like, Beyonce looks so uncomfortable. It's almost like Beyonce really did not support. Like if you go back and you see Beyonce's speech again at Kamala's event, Beyonce just went out there and just be like, all right, I got my check. Let me say this, act like I'm happy, and that's it. Like if you look at it, you can see now that it wasn't something like I want to be here.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. So I want to know if you feel the same way when it was on the campaign compared to now that it's president-elect.
Now, well, I missed that. I didn't see Beyonce's performance, but some of the other ones that I was able to see, it's some of the other ones that they showed that they had passion for what they was supporting, So I mean, if it's something to be bought, then I guess I bought it. But then after finding out that these people were actually paid to be there, then you could probably kind of look back and be like, damn, I was bamboozled then. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was bamboozled by their presence, because not knowing that they were not there to say of their volunteering their free time, and they were actually showing their passion, they were being bought. So they were selling you what they were being paid to do. So I mean, sometimes we have to take your personal feelings out of it, and it's only now that it's coming to light where it's actually like, whoa, wait a minute. So you mean that these people were not very passionate about who they were supporting in the first place? So I mean, so how could you be mad at these guys right now? They're being paid to perform, as Nelly said, perform. I mean, so whether you might not like the winner or not, they're doing their job. But I think there's another, like some of these other guys that I don't think they're really understanding how the presidents and the policies work. And I think that's what people are being fooled when I think the first young boy, Soldier Boy, said that that Trump put money in his pocket back then when Trump was in office.
No. You misunderstood. He meant
I misunderstood.
Trump,
okay.
Yeah, he meant Trump put money in his pocket to perform. Meaning
to perform.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was about to go another avenue.
Yeah. Now, he said, Kamala didn't call me, Obama didn't call me. He's like, the person that called me and has put money in my pocket is the Trump administration, his Trump's team. And
right.
He's like, I'm a performer. They're hiring me to do what I do. I'm going to accept the gig.
Right. Well, I mean,
rightfully so.
Yeah. I mean, so that's his livelihood. And of course now stuff, I mean, so what he should also see it as, it's a promotion for his brand.
Everyone that's performing should have a product or a service lined up for while they're on stage. Like, hey, God bless America. Go to the link. Check out this new album I got coming out. I don't care. Like tonight, if Snoop just dropped the album a couple weeks ago, but Soulja Boy, he's kind of outdated. But if I was him, even if he has to go back into the archives and get the old stuff, be like, hey, look, I got polish it up, rebrand it, have his team working all night tonight, and be like, hey, look, we got this download and go in the studio and release a new track just for the election. Like I would have a new song,
a new
product, tomorrow, ebooks, man, downloads, scarves. I'll have all my own merchandise on tomorrow. I'm wearing my brand.
Exactly, exposure.
Exposure. That's the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so what they probably looking at it as well, and their team, like I said, is their brand, their marketing. They're marketing themselves. Regardless if you might not look at it or you might not look at it to say in a sense of but think about how many people around the world is now going to see these guys and their brand and what they're promoting. I mean, so their marketing side,
who Soulja Boy is, and they're going to have an opportunity to learn who he is.
Yeah, exactly. All because if he's getting paid, whatever he's getting paid tomorrow to perform, might not be a double-digit percentage of what he might stand to gain based on the exposure.
Yeah,
that the second term of Trump is going to bring. So I mean, so at the end of the day and stuff, you can't fault them and stuff for trying to make progress. They too are entrepreneurs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. They too are entrepreneurs and stuff. So who are we to tell them and stuff to stop their hustle? That's their hustle. Mm-hmm. Trump got on his hustle. Trump is an entrepreneur. Trump got on his hustle, and I mean, he sold it.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you can't stop the man hustle and stuff. I mean, focus on yours and figure out how we could, expand our brand.
How do you foreshadow? And I'm gonna give mine. I'm gonna close out. I guess I'll give mine first, and then you can close out about what my forecast or how I foreshadow the country is about to be under Trump. I think and it's like this for my industry every 4 years, every election. I can go back and look at my Google Calendar. Every election year, like the fall before the election, people hold on to their money. They're like, I don't know what's going to happen. What's the president's going to do? So people stop spending like right after summer, like August. They were like, I don't know what's going to happen with the election. I don't know what's going to happen with the election.
Right.
I know after this election goes, like for me, I can literally, I don't make decisions as an entrepreneur based on emotions about how I feel. I make all decisions based on data. I have enough data to say the day after President's Day, money is going to start raining. Like, I mean, right after President's Day, it's not going to be raining, but they release their pockets. All of the angst goes down after President's Day. So it's close to the election day, obviously. And, tomorrow is MLK Day. But right after President's Day, we're going to see a shift in February. Things are going to start to normalize in February. And I'm talking from an economic point of view. I'm not talking about immigrants, not talking about deportation, talking about the moving of the money is going to start happening. We can expect the change. And even economists, if you go to CNBC there and some of the other economists, they're letting you know, like, hey, come February, things are going to change and we're going to see a spike again. That could possibly affect Q1 in a positive way. So that's my take on it of the new president being sworn in. And I'm going to let you close it out. And then I'm going to come back and loop it up, land this plane for our followers.
Right. Well, I'm pretty much optimistic. I'm hoping that even though as an entrepreneur and stuff, we do have some views that can mirror the Republican Party, I should say, as far as when it comes to the hard work that we put in, save money on taxes. That's what a lot of Republican views are about, everybody doing for themselves or whatever. But I must say, I want to be optimistic, and I am optimistic, and I want to make sure that my views actually come into play as far as as far as the economy opens up. When the economy opens up, I think when the president gets in, day one and stuff, he's going to try to actually stay strong to all his promises that he's making. So therefore, and so the projections as far as a lot of businesses is also going to be optimistic. And that's what's going to open up the economy. Now, eventually and stuff, let me see what kind of analogy can I put this? When there's a big storm, there's a big poof and the whole fire and stuff, but eventually stuff got to calm, it's going to calm back down, going back to the waves again, right? So in the beginning, the first quarter, second quarter, maybe the first year, there would be a lot of upside. But then we also have to be mindful and stuff that, okay, after, like all the dust settles, then you have to be ready to see what that uproar was about. So how long is all that going to last?
True.
So, like I said, I want to be optimistic for the betterment of, our country. I'm a veteran. I'm a veteran. I'm an entrepreneur. America gives us a lot of things that different, like, for example, I was born in a foreign country, but I'm an American citizen. I'm a veteran. So I declare this is my home. This is my future. This is what's providing for me and my kids. This is what everybody that came here from wherever they're from, Europe, all the different walks of life. This is what makes America a beautiful place, because it's a melting pot. So we all come here for the better opportunity other than our homeland, so to speak. So we want the best for our people, for our neighbors, so when you're doing good and your neighbor's doing good, now you have a better neighborhood, so to speak, right? So, I want to be optimistic in that sense, in the form of, everybody, wants to prosper, and everybody has given the chance and the opportunity, but it's up to us to take advantage of it. And whether we want to put our money on red and spin the wheel, the roulette table or whatever. Whether you want to put your black, gamble it with the house money, whatever. We all trying to make this year and the next 4 years better for us. So I want to be optimistic about that.
Enough said. Hey, fair enough. And with that, we're going to land this plane. Listen, again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We saw a couple jumped in and hop back off. But if you're going to watch this on the replay, when you're watching it, type #replay so that we know that you're watching it on the replay. And again, we're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. You're going to get one of these, the minimum, the absolute minimum. Sometimes you might get 3 a week. Sometimes you might get 4. But the absolute minimum. If I'm sick, he's not going to be sick. If he's sick, I'm not going to be sick. If his internet is down, my internet is going to be up. The minimum you're going to get is 1 video per week, and we're going to scale that up as we go. So my man Batman, it was always nice seeing you, my brother. And see you next Sunday, bro. Peace.
Yeah, respect.